Alright, here are your definitive rankings for all Canadian fast food chains. Starting off with Arby's. I've never tried. Um, yeah, I've just never tried Arby's. I have nothing really to say about it. A&W's A tier. It is pretty solid food for a pretty solid price, which is generally a good combination. The only thing I have against A&W is their lack of desserts. It has just nothing that good that's sweet, and that's a big thing for me. I like to indulge from time to time. Burger King, also A tier. I also like Burger King. Their burgers are very good. Not much else to say about that. I know that's kind of a hot take. A lot of people like to hate on Burger King for some reason. I don't know what Burger King ever did to you, but I think their hamburgers are very good. I think their fries are very good. But once again, they are not the best out there. Boston Pizza is D tier. I don't know why you would go to Boston Pizza really, unless you're doing some charity work, because I know Boston Pizza does a lot of that. So unless you're doing something like that, I have no reason to go to Boston Pizza. They don't do the best at anything. Like, their pizza's all very their pasta's all very They make a couple of decent sandwiches, but once again, I'm never going to go there unless I have a legitimate reason or it's for a good cause. I've never heard of never. Oh, this is Cinnabon. Oh, I see. Don't know. I've never had it. Domino's C tier. I've had Domino's only a few times because, once again, not spectacular. But if I'm going to a party and there's Domino's there, sweet. I'll take a couple slices. I don't hate it per se. It's just very mediocre pizza. Dairy Queen, get up there to S tier. I love Dairy Queen. Their blizzards are fantastic. Those are a work of art. They have that recipe mastered. I've never had the burgers or the fries or the chicken at Dairy Queen because it's called Dairy Queen. I'm not going there to eat healthy food. I'm going there to eat blizzards and like ice cream. If you judge Dairy Queen based on their burgers, that's like judging a fish by its color. Like, honestly, you're completely missing the point. Eastside Mario's is B tier. Their garlic bread is quite good, and it's free, so that's kind of a huge turn on for me. Their pasta's pretty mediocre, and the rest of their food is pretty forgettable. So it's just because they're garlic bread, they're B tier. Because you get free unlimited garlic bread, that's a service that nobody else offers, and quite frankly, it's innovation that I'm here for. Five Guys, I have never tried. I've had multiple opportunities to try Five Guys, I just never have. Gabriel Pizza, I have never heard of. Harvey's is B tier. Harvey's makes decent food. My knock against Harvey's is their service is pretty trash. Whenever I go to I have a Harvey's near my workplace, and I'll go there on my lunch break, and no matter how many people are in front of me, it seems to always take 20 minutes to get my burger, because I don't know. And that just sort of takes away from the whole fast food experience. I'm usually in a hurry when I'm eating here, so I need my food in a hurry, and that's not something that happens. Jack Astor's is also B tier. It's all right. It's a roadhouse. Like, I don't know what you want me to say about it. It's a decent roadhouse, but it's still just a roadhouse. Nothing that special about it. KFC is F tier. I hate KFC. I think there is no reason to eat here. You have other options that are far better, and I think that KFC is just generally overpriced for what you get, and I feel like I'm never full after eating at KFC. I always leave unsatisfied. McDonald's is also S tier. I love McDonald's. They have great burgers. Their Big Mac is iconic. It is a staple of North American culture. I love their fries, and their McFlurries are some of the best things to ever happen to humanity. And during the summer, they have $1 ice cream cones, which is something that I buy into very frequently. And I always find myself gaining weight during the summer because I eat at McDonald's so much because of their $1 ice cream cones. Moxies is D tier. Very expensive for what you get. It's one of these restaurants where it's expensive, you get small portions, and it's just generally not great food. Mr. Sub, I have never had. because why would you have why would you ever go to Mr. Sub? Mucho Burrito is also D tier. It is solid food, but once again, incredibly expensive. It is just like I went in there one time. I got a quesadilla and it was like $18, and it was like not even a big quesadilla. I was blown away. New York fries, C tier. It's just a good fry place. They have burgers and stuff that are kind of mediocre, but it's a good spot to go to when you're at the mall and you just need a snack. It is C tier because they're decent. They're just not special. When your place is called New York Fries, I would hope that your fries are unforgettable, which these fries just are not. So yeah, C tier because they don't do what they say they will. Panago I have never had. I hear that they're big on their super wacky pizzas. Papa John's, I think I've had once, and I remember it being really bad. So Papa John's is F tier because, yeah, I've only had it once, and that's for a reason, because it wasn't very good. There's one right near my house, and I never eat there. Pizza Hut is C tier. All the Pizza Huts near me have closed down because, well, they don't make very good pizza. What Pizza Hut is good for is they have a really solid buffet. And when I was a kid, on like days where the buses were canceled, or on like sometimes we would just get like a Friday off randomly because of PD days, and one of my friends and I would always go to Pizza Hut, and it's a staple of my childhood. The food is very mediocre, and but I'm not ranking it here for the food. I'm ranking it here for the memories. Popeyes is C tier. The only thing I would ever eat at Popeyes would be their chicken sandwich, and their chicken sandwich is still incredibly overrated. I don't think that they don't make a great chicken sandwich. There are other places that do it better, and I would never go to Popeyes to get fried chicken because it's not really my thing. Pizza, A tier. I love pizza as well. It's hated on by a lot of people, and this pizza take is controversial. So it's, yeah, fantastic pizza. I love that the crust it's a little bit crunchy, but not too crunchy, you know? It's just the perfect texture. I really enjoy pizza. Quiznos I've also never had, because why would you need Quiznos when you have Subway? I don't know what this is. This looks like it's a French restaurant that I've never had. Alright, Smokes Poutine is C tier. Generally not very good poutine. I'm something of a poutine snob, and there is a large hole in the poutine market around where I live. So if somebody could come in and fill that niche, I think they would do incredibly well. It's just Smokes is not that place. St. Hubert, I have seen a couple of times on my way to the East Coast, but I've never actually eaten there. Starbucks is F tier. Starbucks is not good. Their drinks are not very good. I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't go to Starbucks typically. Their cold drinks are not good. Their pastries and desserts are not good, and it's all very expensive on top of that. It's just not a very good experience. Subway is S tier. Get up there. Subway is fantastic. I think Subway is probably one of, if not my favorite fast food restaurants. And it is something that I eat very frequently, and something that I feel good about eating. The ideal sub is you need the Italian BMT on herbs and cheese with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, pickles, red onion, banana peppers, and you get some of that smoky honey mustard on there. You don't toast it, because then you lose some of the flavor of the vegetables, and you just take it like that. You take that combo with 7-Up with the strawberry additive in it, and that's very good. And then you take 2 chocolate M&M cookies. That is my Subway order in case anybody's looking to surprise me in the coming days. Swiss Chalet is B tier. If you're going to Swiss Chalet and getting anything other than the quarter chicken dinner, then you are doing it wrong, because that is the only thing that you are supposed to get at Swiss Chalet. That's what the rules are. Their fries are kind of trash, and their buns have taken a left turn. Their buns used to be really, really good, but they're not as good anymore. I eat Swiss Chalet probably once or twice a year, and it doesn't make very good takeout, which really hinders it. But the in-restaurant experience is very, very nice. Taco Bell is also B tier. I not much of a Taco Bell guy. They do make pretty good snack food. I would go to Taco Bell for a meal. I would go to Taco Bell if I was feeling a little bit peckish at like 4 o'clock. You pay like $8, which is good price, but you get not a large amount of food, and it's not very filling. So yeah, Taco Bell is just where you go when you need a little bit of a snack, a little bit of pick me up. Thai Express I've never had. I'm not much of a Thai food guy, so that's that. Tim Hortons is also B tier. Their sandwiches are very meh. I'll eat one if I'm hungry and I don't want to go somewhere else because it's like right next to where I work. Their Tim Hortons pastries are incredibly good. I really enjoy their Timbits, and I really enjoy their donuts. They have a couple of good drinks. They don't make very good coffee though, which is kind of surprising, and it kind of hurts them. I don't really drink coffee, but I've had it a couple of times from Tim Hortons, and yeah, Tim Hortons is up here because of their food, not because of their drinks. I don't know what this is. The Works. Okay, The Works is also a B tier restaurant. I've had The Works a couple of times, and they have a lot of strange burger combinations, and you know what, I'm gonna move them up to A tier because I think now that I think back on it, it was a good experience. I think I had like a peanut butter and banana burger, which was an experience. It was strange, but it was good, and I wouldn't go to The Works because it's a sit-down restaurant for hamburgers, and honestly I like my hamburgers on the go, which is what's really preventing The Works from entering S tier. But they make a really solid burger generally. The only problem is the convenience, and the price point is a little bit high for my liking. Wild Wing is C tier. I've had Wild Wing a few times and was generally not very impressed. It is probably the third best wing joint, or the third wing joint I would consider going to. There are other wing places that are not on here. There are other wing places that are not on here that I would go to first. But it's alright. They make an alright chicken wing. It's just a very standard, true neutral wing place. They do nothing very well. They do nothing poorly. Wendy's is C tier. The only reason why Wendy's is C tier and not even lower is because their Frosties are good, their fries are good, and their chicken sandwiches are good. Wendy's makes a trash hamburger. Actually, because of this logic, I'm going to move them up to B tier. Because they're on the same, they have the same thing as Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is known for their coffee and things like that, and it's just generally not very good. Wendy's is known for their hamburgers, and their hamburgers suck. Like, I eat their hamburgers, and I feel sick afterwards. Every time I feel so bloated and disgusting because their hamburgers are so greasy. And yeah, Wendy's is saved by the fact that they have a fantastic chicken sandwich, probably one of the best ones on the market. And they have their Frosties are good and their fries are excellent. So yeah, Wendy's is B tier, just their burgers are bad. Firehouse Subs I've never had. Little Caesars Pizza is D tier. Not a very good pizza joint. It is known for making like your hot and ready, like your $5 hot and ready thing was big for a while, but I never eat at Little Caesars. If I'm getting pizza, I'm never going for a full pizza. I'm going for a few slices if I'm going for like fast food. Otherwise, I'm ordering it to my house, and I would never call Little Caesars to have them bring it to my house. Booster Juice is F tier. I have a vendetta against Booster Juice. The one time I went to Booster Juice, I was really, really thirsty, and they didn't have any pricings listed on their board. So I was so confused what everything cost. So I was like, all right, I'll take one of your regular booster juices, and it came out to like $9. And I was like, what is it? What is in this? And the juice itself was good, but it was not $9 juice. It was probably the size of your regular the regular cup you would get at a fast food place, and it was $9. I couldn't believe it. I'm still mad at them. Beaver Tails are B tier. Beaver Tails are good pastries. The only issue is that they are very expensive, and once you had one of them, you've had them all. They're also very messy to eat, and if I'm walking around in public, I don't really like getting my hands dirty, especially while I'm eating. I don't mind getting like dirt and stuff on my hands, but I don't like getting food on my hands. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing with me. But yeah, the thing that drags back Beaver Tails is that it's expensive, and they all generally taste the same. However, Beaver Tails are good, and they're a nice treat every once in a while, especially during the summertime. Cora's is also B tier. Cora's makes decent breakfast food. It's not the best out there. There's better local places near me that I would go to, and Cora's also suffers from they are expensive for a not very filling meal. I never feel full after eating Cora's, and I don't know if it's because I'm usually splitting food from Cora's, but I just never feel full. It's good. It's expensive, and it's breakfast food. It is what it is. Casey's Grill and Bar I've never heard of. Denny's I've never had. Kelsey's is C tier. I've had Kelsey's a couple of times. It's sort of like Jack Astor's in the fact it's just a roadhouse. I remember going to Kelsey's and like trying to find anything on the menu that sounded appealing to me. Like I was reading through, they had like these sandwiches that would be ruined by a strange ingredient. And I have a thing where I don't go to a restaurant and order a certain meal and say, oh yeah, I can just hold the mushrooms, for example, because if there are mushrooms, then somebody believes that mushrooms are the best choice for topping on this burger or sandwich or other entree, and they're paid money to decipher that. Lone Star is A tier. I do enjoy Lone Star. I think they make good Tex-Mex grill. I've only been there a few times because it is not close to me, and it's generally inconvenient to get there because it's in a really busy part of the city. It's good Tex-Mex. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And if you are looking for a nice spot to eat that is a little bit different, Lone Star is good. It differentiates itself from other roadhouses because it is just a little bit different. Mandarin is C tier. It's a Chinese buffet. I'm not really big on Chinese food. I know Mandarin doesn't really make per se Chinese food. It's a lot of the white people Chinese food, if you will, and it's all right. Like I'm never jonesing for some Mandarin, and I'm never going to go out of my way to go to Mandarin. If I'm going to Mandarin, it's with my friends because they want to go, or with my family because they want to go. Montana's is A tier. I do enjoy Montana's. I think they make great food, and it's a good spot for barbecue. They're like Lone Star. They're not a roadhouse, but they're not all out barbecue. Like you can still go there and get something that is not barbecue. They have a good variety, and it's not just traditional roadhouse food, which I really respect. Pita Pit D tier. I've eaten at Pita Pit maybe 3 times in my entire life, and it was only because the town I was in had like a Pita Pit, a Tim Hortons, and like a Moxies, and I wasn't going. It was basically just the scale of how much money you want to spend. So yeah, I had Pita Pit only a few times, and it's not incredible because you've got Big Brother Subway who is up here just destroying the sandwich game. So yeah, soak it up. This is the filled out restaurant fast food joint tier list in Canada. It is the definitive tier list, and it is absolutely objective. This is the picture of what a good tier list looks like, and There's not there. This is the abject truth. There's nothing incorrect about this. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you later.